What is going on, guys? My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today bringing you guys a brand new video featuring my favorite troop in the game, which of course is the Valkyrie. I've always tried to give the Valkyrie a little bit of love, but honestly no one really tends to use her. She's probably like the second least popular troop in the game besides the healer, but you can use her effectively in certain army compositions. So today I thought I would bring her out above 4,000 trophies and go ahead and attack using 10 Valkyries in each battle. As you guys can see, I'm using 3 golems, 10 Valkyries, and some wizards from the back. So pretty much I use my wizards to clear some of the garbage buildings, and then as soon as these buildings on the outside go down, I'm going to drop the Valkyries towards the center, and I'm going to rage them and hope that they do damage. So the Valkyries actually do a pretty serious amount of damage. Their problem is that they get burned down a little bit too fast by the multi-targeted Inferno Tower. So you have to make sure you rush the Town Hall, you have to rush the important buildings, or else they just get burned down a little too quickly and they're not too effective in the raid. So I drop my Valkyries in, I'm going to drop the rage spells as well as that second jump spell on that Inferno Tower. Unfortunately, they didn't go for the Town Hall just yet, but they did provide cover as tanks while my wizards destroyed that Town Hall. And as you can see, they're still pretty healthy on the outside on the right, and I ended up getting to 48% while my heroes still had full HP, and I could use their abilities towards the end. So the Valkyries do have a pretty significant amount of health. They're definitely not like the wizards where they're going to burn out in a single second, but like I said, if they're getting hit by 2 Inferno Towers, they're going to die pretty fast. But the secret to the strategy is just to make sure the Valkyries get to the center as fast as possible and do as much damage as they can before they end up dying, which of course they will. And in this raid, it actually turned out pretty well. I ended up at 70% right now, and if my queen actually went to the right now and used the golems as bodyguards, I think we might have even had a chance of getting 3 stars. I still have some Valkyries on the side. Those guys are just hanging there, swinging around in a circle. It would be pretty cool if they could swing over the walls, but maybe they'd be broken if they could do that. But as you can see, my king goes down. I still have that queen on the left-hand side who's going to get shot down in just a second. So maybe if my troops were a little bit closer together, I would have been able to get 3 stars in that raid. But in the end, 80% against a base around 4,000 trophies is pretty impressive with the Valkyries. So I definitely had to show them some love in that raid. So unfortunately, only 1 trophy. I'm not really finding any good offers up here right now, but let's go ahead and attack the next base and see if we can do a little bit more damage. Okay, so attacking this base here, I think this is a pretty decent base to attack with Valkyries because a lot of the buildings are closer together inside the center of the base. Some of them are spaced apart and they could get shot down by the giant bombs, but we're going to have to just be careful and see if we can break our way into the center of the base. So wall breakers are going down, went ahead and dropped those guys first. I do have 2 extra jump spells, which really aren't going to play a part. I wish I had freeze spells, and I could probably have a chance of 3-starring this base, but I'm going to go ahead and go in, let my king and queen go as well, and unfortunately my king's going to go to the right-hand side, but he's going to come back to the center, and let's see if we can make our way all the way to the Town Hall. So things are looking good. Drop that first rage spell in the very beginning. Giant Bomb is going to hit a lot of my Valkyries, but they will be okay because they're pretty tanky. One of the Inferno Towers is set on single target, so he's not going to do a whole lot of damage to the Valkyries, and the Valkyries are going to make their way to the center, spin in a circle a couple of times, and they're going to be able to destroy the Town Hall just before they go down and get me that first star. So now it's just my king and queen left, and again, just like last time, my king and queen were almost at full health by the time the Valkyries all died, and usually they're more than enough to get the last 10 to 12% on a raid, and that's exactly what happened here. We're at 53%, queen's going to shoot down that gold storage. I'm going to go ahead and check out what else we have left, end the battle, and end up stealing that one single trophy for that raid. So the Valkyries can still be decent, guys. Even though they don't get a lot of love, I still think they're okay. And if Supercell ever makes a change, just like a really slight buff, maybe they make it so they take half damage against Inferno Towers or something like that, I really feel like Valkyries can make their way back in the game and be pretty effective in some army compositions. So let's go ahead and attack one more base and see what we can do against Aziz, who's actually a guy who has 14 trophies, which is way more than what we've seen over the last 2 raids. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my golems in, make sure that those guys get the giant bombs that I saw there. Look at all those giant bombs go off. They did end up destroying a lot of my wizards because I just wasn't patient enough. I wanted to drop my troops so badly, and they ended up dying pretty quickly. So I only have a couple of Valkyries left on the right-hand side, a couple left on the left-hand side, and as I make my way to the center, this is usually a base that I don't attack from the bottom. Usually I attack this base from the very top, but since I was using Valkyries, I just said screw it, I'm going to attack from the bottom, hopefully destroy all these buildings, and as you can see, it worked out pretty decently. I'm sort of getting hit by those archer towers on the left and right-hand side right now, but I ended up destroying a lot of these buildings in the center, and I did make my way to the Town Hall with the king, and he's going to go ahead and slap at that a couple of times and end up taking the Town Hall out. So overall, Valkyries did pretty well for me today. I did did 3 attacks. I only got 11 trophies because it was hard to find some good bases, but this one gave me 9 for 2 stars, which was amazing. We were 3 for 3 for 2-star raids, and as you can see, I'm sitting at 4,003 trophies. And yeah, Valkyries are definitely a fun troop to use. And if you guys have any ideas for army compositions I can use with them, just drop it in a comment in the comment section below. So that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, before you go to bed tonight, pray to the Valkyrie gods because she is OP, and that is gonna do it for this video. See you guys later. Peace out.